Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel, and welcome to episode 28, I think it is, of my little crochet podcast. It's Sunday, it's where I wrap up my week and chat about what I've been doing and give you a look at it. There's a lot of new people here, so I'm really happy to have you here. Welcome. Before I get into it, I would like to say a very big thank you to Crystal from Sofa Spud Stitches over on Instagram. Crystal was the very first one to buy me a coffee. At the end of last week's video, I did mention that I am now on Buy Me a Coffee, and I just have it linked, in my description, etc. And before the evening was out, on the night that I posted it, Crystal had already bought me a coffee. So thank you so much. Much love from Australia to Canada. It was really, really appreciated and very exciting. So thank you so much, Crystal. I just want to say welcome there's so many new people here, and I'm really, really happy to have you here. It's been a big week. I found out this week that I've reached all the requirements that YouTube has in order to be monetized. So that is super exciting. It was a little goal that I had I was thinking, more into the future, I guess. I don't know how many years of work I have left. Hopefully still quite a few yet. However, I did want to take the plunge, hop into the world of YouTube with a view to, potentially monetizing it one day, so that in my retirement I have another source of income, and it's happening. So it's blown me away. I'm very excited, and I'm also very grateful. So thank you to all of you, because you're helping to make it happen. Now, this week I also got out my pattern roundup for the Christmas gift ideas. So that's going really well. A lot of you are finding patterns that you are keen to potentially make for Christmas. So that is wonderful. I'm not sure if it'll be this week. However, hopefully within the next fortnight, I hope, I will have a pattern roundup for amigurumi / plushies. So it's a lot of fun, just kind of diving into the big wide web and finding all of the amazing patterns that are out there, because there are a lot of really, really good free patterns out there. So I do look forward to bringing you that video as well. As I've said previously, they're very time consuming to edit, so I'd love to have it out quicker. However, I'm not sure that I'm going to have time. But anyway, let's get into this week's video and what I've been up to. I haven't mentioned it too much on my Sunday evening videos, but if you have been here for a while, you would probably know that I'm hosting a Year of Granny Squares CAL, which is where we're working from this book, A Year of Granny Squares by Kylie Melita. We are up to, I think we've been working on, we did week 12, I believe. So there's one more to go in the spring collection. And we have some people that are only just getting the book now and playing catch up. So anyone is welcome to join at any time. The book is widely available. A lot of people have bought it from Amazon. I know in the US some have bought it from Walmart. But there's a lot of places where you can get the book. So if you would like to join, feel free. And I'm not going to go through them all now, but I've got a lovely little stack of very bright and colourful granny squares there. So, and at some point I will be, making a project or two with them. So watch this space. Now, I did play a little bit of catch up, not much, but I did do another make for the Amigurumi World Tour 2024, hosted by Cassandra at Craftably Ever After. This one, it's not fantastic. It's not my best work. I used a cotton blend for the actual mug, and I think I ended up using just a cotton for the inside, and that was that was a mistake because the yarns were a bit different. So therefore, when it came to sewing this top part on, I did a bodgy job. I'm just, yeah, I'm not really happy with it. And it is supposed to be darker. In the book, it is darker because it's coffee, I assume, but I made mine a cup of tea. So there we go. I should have mentioned this is working from the book Whimsical Stitches by Lauren Espy. So I do still have a number of makes to catch up on, but I will get there. I think there's one in particular that I'm just putting off, and I know that it's Caroline's favourite, which is a bunny, Caroline from The Love of Crochet. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't know, sorry, but I will do it. I will catch up at some point, but I did get the mug done. So it's another thing I can tick off my list. Now, I also did start, I think I showed my first square maybe 2 weeks ago. It may have even been last week, I'm not sure. But I am working on the A Gift of Christmas CAL, which is by Anita at Handmade by Anita. And it's in conjunction with Black Sheep Wools, I believe. Now, there is a series of, I want to say, maybe 5, but either way, it's over 6 weeks. The week 3 square has just come out. You make 8 of each. That was the first one that I did, and I really, really like it, but I had to do another 7, and just trying to find the time is just a little bit difficult. But anyway, that was my first one. So for the next one, I just reversed the colours. So I think that's really quite cute. And then now I am using just stash yarn DK because I don't tend to use a lot of DK anymore. So I am trying to, I guess, use it up. And it's all Stylecraft Special DK and Paintbox Simply DK. This was my next one. And then there we go with the colours reversed. And I'll be continuing to use these colours throughout the blanket. Yeah, so that's the 4 that I have fully finished. The other 4, I've done the actual, I guess, present boxes, but what I have to do now is get the white and do all my borders. So that's the first one. I actually really like those colours together. There's the reversed version. Obviously haven't sewn in my ends. And here are the last 2. I feel like that colour might be saffron, and obviously this is like a lilac or something. But yeah, I really enjoy seeing those come together, and I think it's going to be a gorgeous blanket. I know that there's no way I'm going to be able to keep up with how quickly the squares are coming out, but my goal will be to have it finished for Christmas. So that is the Gift of Christmas CAL. Now, you would have seen this on the thumbnail. When I saw, actually, I think it's been in the last couple of Marsha from Mimi Makes Keepsakes videos. She's been making this little dragon. Sorry, I can just see an end that I need to pop back in here. She has been making these little dragons, and I just thought they were so cute. Random fact, I've done a lot of amigurumi and plushies. However, I have never made a dragon before, which is crazy because they have been everywhere. Now, when I saw Marsha's, I just thought they were so adorable that I needed to purchase the pattern for myself. Now, I am getting there, I promise you. Oh, it just is sticking out. Now, the pattern is Diddy Dex. A little dragon. I mean, he is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It is by Handmade by Jody, and I got the pattern off Etsy. look, there is no doubt he is so cute. He really is. I'm really happy with how he turned out. He's adorable. Would I make him again? No. No, I would not. Which is a shame because he is so cute, and I had hoped that this would be a pattern that I would actually potentially have as a made-to-order item in my Etsy store. But, oh goodness, what didn't I like about it? There's nothing wrong with the pattern. Nothing wrong with the pattern at all. It's very well written. It's easy to understand, all of that. It is more that it's just, I liked making the wings, the head. Once I got my head around the legs, they were fine. The body to a certain point. However, this long tail, now Cassandra, I know you can relate to this, but it was 4 single crochets just around and around and around in the round. And it was so fiddly. Finding the stitches, I just didn't enjoy it. The ears and sewing them on was just a bit of a pain. These little horn things weren't too bad. This is surface crochet, so that was fine. I chose to embroider my eyes on because I might give it to my grandson, I'm not sure. But for me, it was just a bit fiddly. And I find that with the fiddlier stuff, I'm not sure whether I tense up. I don't know, but I feel it in my shoulders, my arms, and it's just not good for my body because I can tend to have some issues at the best of time if I overdo it with my crochet. So as cute as he is, Diddy Dex, it's one and done for me. So such a shame. It really is. It's such a shame because I do love him, but just not for me, unfortunately. So I did want to kind of put it out there though. There are so many dragon patterns out there, like so many, probably too many, I don't know. And a lot of people being inspired by others. And then, if you know what I mean, I know you know what I mean. But if you make amigurumi plushies, and if you have a dragon pattern that you absolutely love making, other than this one, please let me know down below, because I actually would like to make some dragons. I'm thinking a bit bigger though. And yeah, but as I said, there are so many out there that I don't want to just, buy a pattern and then not like it. And I'd rather have some feedback, I guess. And yeah, I don't mind if it's a paid pattern. I'm happy to purchase the pattern, but I want to make sure that it is one that I'm going to enjoy and that I will make again. So please, suggestions below if you have any recommendations for dragon patterns that are bigger than this, not as fiddly, and that you enjoy making. So yeah, sorry Diddy, but it's a no for me, even though you're very cute. Okay, now before I get to my yarn haul, I just wanted to show you, I did order this a couple of weeks ago perhaps, but I did get, and you can't see it very well, you can't see the picture well, so I will pop a picture in the video here. This is a little bag / pouch crochet kit that I got from Amazon. I will have the price here for what I paid. I have that one. Very recently, I also bought this little DIY crochet kit from Kmart. I have done a couple of Kmart reviews before. This one was very, very inexpensive. It's just a little a little hanging cherry. Everything that you need comes with it. But so I have that one. And I still have this one, which I bought a long time ago, which is the cushion cover kit, also from Kmart. So I would like feedback as to, hope at some point I will make all of them, but I was thinking of doing a video specifically with, you know, going through the unboxing like I've done in the other ones, the creating part, and then of course my review on it. So I want to know what you'd prefer, the little cherry hanging kit, the cushion cover, or the little Amazon little, I think it's a sunflower, yeah, it's a sunflower pouch. So please let me know below which one you would like to see me do in an upcoming video. Now we can move on to my little yarny acquisition. Okay, now if you're in Australia or New Zealand, you very much know about Spotlight. So I'm a VIP member, as most of you that go to Spotlight would be, I'm sure, because you get, you know, some savings. How cute is this bag, by the way? I needed to buy this large bag because of the amount of yarn that I purchased. But every so often they do send us either in the mail or via a text. There is a day where if you spend $120, you get $40 back. So it's worth it. I didn't specifically need yarn, however I did want to stock up on some of the blanket yarn, so I thought I would head in there, and as it turns out I did, yeah, I easily reached the $120. So I will just quickly run through what I grabbed. I will start with this, gosh, this is the Four Seasons Spot Saver prints. I often buy the plain colors in the Spot Saver, but I don't think I've ever bought it in the prints. Now this is definitely not my color palette normally, but and the colorway is autumn, and it did scream autumn to me. Now obviously we are in spring here in Australia, but a lot of you are in fall and it's all pumpkins and very much this color palette. So as soon as I saw it, even though it's not my colors, I don't know, I could just see a really nice large granny square blanket or something like that. So while the sale was on, I grabbed 5 of those. There is 100 and it's 100% acrylic. It's actually very soft acrylic. It is 140 grams and it's a 10 ply. So I would probably use maybe a 5.5 or a 6 millimeter hook with this. But I grabbed 5 of those. I grabbed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Modavira Blankie yarns. I have used this before. It's very soft. I like to use it for my Harper doll carriers. I also have the pattern for Hugo the Humpback Whale. That's by Chantel at Humble Child Co. I'll have a little picture in here. She's also the designer of the very popular Anchor the Octopus and also Jazzy the Jellyfish, which I was fortunate enough to pattern test for. I'll have a little picture there as well. But I've had that pattern for a little while because I bought it when I noticed that it was on sale. And I thought that maybe the blue might be nice for that. So I grabbed 2 blue, I grabbed a white, and also this lovely mint color. Now this will probably, I will probably keep this for one of my Harper doll carriers, I think. And these are, I think they're $18 each. So I normally only buy it when they're on sale, but I figured that, you know, if I was saving $40 overall, it was an okay time to buy it. So so I stocked up on those. I also got, now I had noticed in Litz's video, Litza from Coco's Crochet, one of her last spotlight trips, she got some mill ends, and this is black chenille yarn basically. So I haven't used much black before, but I did think that it will come in handy, and that was $10, and there is 400 grams there, so I thought that that was okay. And the last little skeins I got were these, and again, it's not something I would normally work with. It's a sparkly acrylic. It's just called Kringle Sparkle 8-ply, but I thought that they would make cute either baubles or little stars. There was, in my recent pattern roundup video from the week before, which was Christmas decor, etc., there was 2 different star patterns, so I grabbed this really bright colourful one and also just the plain green sparkle as well. And I had already purchased from a local, I guess like a $2 type store, I had already purchased some white sparkle that has some gold through it. So yeah, I thought I might make maybe some stars. So there you go. That's the end of the Yarny acquisition. I almost forgot to show you one more project that I have been working on this week. Now, in a previous video, I showed you these cakes that I got from Lincraft here in Australia, and this was one of the colorways that I got 2 of. So, and the project that I had in mind was a granny square blanket. So I took it to work, and when I got the chance in my breaks or before work for a little bit, I worked on this. So this is where we are currently up to. So I'm almost finished the first cake. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have noticed that I shared on my stories that when I got to between the orange and I guess the peach color, I just couldn't keep going. I cut it because, and I know that's not the point of this type of yarn, but I didn't want to have a part row in the dark orange, and then I just couldn't do it. My brain just wouldn't let it. And I know that I had a poll on my story, so I know I'm not the only one that would have cut it. I did, however, when it changed from that peach into, I guess what I would say is like a soft peach, which I will show you here. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. I let it go because the difference is quite subtle, so I did let that one go. And then when it went back to the white, I cut it, and the same for the blue. So I don't know, I just can't. I'm sorry, I can't. But I'm very, very happy with these colors together. I think they look gorgeous. So I have this much to go of the blue, and then I have this cake. I was originally thinking that perhaps I might start from the outside and continue with the blue and work backwards. But then I thought, no, I'll just start with orange again. I'm not sure. Happy for you to put your suggestions below, if you like, on whether you think I should change it back to orange or continue on with blue and work backwards, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's hopefully I might even finish that this week. I'm not too sure. Obviously, as the blanket gets bigger, each round takes longer to do. So, excuse me. Yeah, so either way, happy with it, love it. Oh, also, by the way, I flip my granny squares. I don't know if you're a flipper. I am, but it definitely ensures that you don't, that your project doesn't skew, you know, kind of go to one side. So yeah, love it. A proud flipper. So there you go. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I mean that I turn my work after every round, so then there's no right or wrong side. So you can see here that this is wrong. Oh, hang on. Yeah, right side, wrong side, right, wrong, if that makes sense. It evens out. So anyway, I'm happy with it. I like doing my grannies this way. I do intend to actually put a tutorial on there. I know I keep talking about all these things I'm going to do. There's just not enough time, is there? And the more I do these pattern roundups, there's more things I want to make, and yeah, it's overwhelming. So I need to calm down. Yeah, okay, that's enough. Okay, back to what I was talking about. I still haven't finished Miffy. I had showed her, well, progress of her in a recent video. Poor Miffy is still headless. I have done a few more rounds of the head. Looks really big, doesn't it? But I don't know, just wasn't loving it. And this was one of the ones that I was finding was a bit hard on my body. If you have issues, particularly, I know a lot of people have sometimes issues with their hands or wrists. I don't. For me, it is my shoulders. It's my shoulders and sometimes down my forearms. If that's you too, and you have any some amazing remedies or suggestions, I would love to hear them, because I would crochet all the time if I could, but sometimes, you know, I'm sure you all understand, we just can't. But anyway, I'd love to hear some suggestions. Also, please let me know if there's one of those crochet kits you would like me to do an unboxing and a review of. What else did I want to know? Dragon pattern, please and thank you in advance if you have a great pattern for me to try out. Oh yeah, I really wish I had a better experience with Diddy. That sounds a bit negative, doesn't it? I don't mean it to be negative, because it wasn't all, you know, it wasn't all bad. It's just that it was just too much for me, a bit too fiddly, and it was hurting my shoulders at times. So sorry, but yeah, the one and only Diddy. Okay, that's it, because I'm getting to that rambling point now. So thank you all for being here. If you're following along with the CAL, I will see you in Thursday's video. In the background, I'll be working on the pattern roundup video for the plushies / amigurumi toys. Other than that, I'll see you this time next week. Thank you all very much for being here. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and thank you. That's it. Bye for now.